this is Summer. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. If you are not new here, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here either way. Today, guys, we are doing a collab and we are starting a series. It's a collab series and it is going to be the evolution of beauty. And this is episode 1 of that series, which is the 1920s. So we're doing the roaring 20s today. The amazing ladies doing this collab with me are Amy Lynn, Jessica Pierce, MUA, Nicole Lonnie K, and Beauty Obsession, aka Sarah. So make sure you go check their channels out as well. I'm going to link them in the description box down below. They are beautiful, sweet ladies, and I'm sure they're gonna have some amazing looks for you guys to check out. Definitely go over to their channel, show them some love, let them know I sent you, and make sure you subscribe to them while you're there. Alright guys, so today we are starting out our Evolution of Beauty series with the Roaring 20s. We will be going all the way through the 2000s in this series, and so starting out with the Roaring 20s, I want to go over a little bit about the background of this. Basically, the 1920s were when women first started using more makeup. Before that, more women of ill repute had been using makeup, and the ladies would not be caught in public putting on makeup or wearing makeup. They also kept their hair long, and that was an indicator also that they were a lady of status. So when the Roaring 20s came about, they were defying prohibition. They were indulging in new beauty and fashion and music and culture and all kinds of new things. The economy was better. People were spending money more freely. Ladies started cutting their hair off short in a sassy little bob. Fashion changed as well. The hemlines got shorter and the waistlines got longer. They were showing a lot more skin. You saw legs, you saw shoulders and arms. They were a lot more risque. They smoked, they drank, they cussed. And some of them were a little bit more promiscuous. The women wore headbands or hats to cover their foreheads, and they wore makeup. This is when makeup started becoming more popular and more openly acceptable, and they would wear a lot of white powder. It was usually a rice powder, but the paler the powder, the better. They tried to make their face more and more pale to have that contrast between the dark eyes and lips, and they would wear dark red or wine-colored lips, and they would wear black liner, kohl liner smudged around their eyes. They would wear black mascara, which was basically a waxy cake that they added water to, and then they would apply that with an orange stick or a brush, but it was not like a mascara one like we have now. It was literally like a brush. They also tweezed or shaved their eyebrows off almost completely, and then they would pencil them back on extremely thin, and they would go at a downward angle so the eyebrows would go like that. Definitely not my favorite look, but at any rate, it did influence the future of beauty, as everything does. And throughout time, there have always been trends in beauty, and women have always followed those beauty trends. So it's kind of funny to see that even in the 1920s, it was the same way. Even if someone had ugly eyebrows on, everybody would go do their eyebrows ugly too, so that they could look like the ugly eyebrows. But that's just how we usually do in beauty and fashion world. So it's just interesting to see how over time things have progressed, but also a lot of things have remained the same, such as, you know, if someone popular does a certain look, then people follow that look. Of course, at that time, they didn't have many options for makeup. It was very, very limited, but they did make use of what they had. They were not scared of rosy cheeks or dark lips and dark eyes. They were bold with their makeup, and they were bold and flashy with their jewelry, wearing layered pearls and beads, etc. And, you know, the jeweled headbands or feathered headbands as well. If you want to see how I got this 1920s inspired look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so in the interest of saving time, I went ahead and put on foundation and powder, and I just used the lightest shade foundation that I had. And then I went over that with just a translucent setting powder, and I put that on pretty thick, just to try to make my skin pale, more pale, because they did really want to have pale skin back then. And then the blush, I'm just using a bright pink. I'm using my Pretty Vulgar. They did not do their blush at an angle the way we do now. They did it in a round circle. So in the 20s, they did not like thick eyebrows. They liked extremely, extremely thin eyebrows. And what they actually did was pluck their eyebrows off and just draw them on. So we've got some tweezers, and we're going to go ahead and go in and start plucking. So we're going to go ahead and go in and start plucking, and then we'll just draw our eyebrows back on once we pluck them all out. Okay, totally kidding. Eyebrows obviously are not as thin as they were then, so we're just going to do the best we can. I'm not going to fill in a lot. I'm just literally going to go across the brow to darken it. So next we're going to use the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, and we are going to take the color Password, which is a very dark smoky gray, and that's what we're going to go in with first. It's kind of a matte, it is more of a matte gray, but we're going to go in up above on our crease with that super light. We're just going to take that in a little And I'm actually going to take that all over the lid first. And I did do my research, guys, but I am certainly not an expert by any stretch. But I do think that this is where our dark smoky eyes that we use nowadays came from. I'm using a Stila waterproof smudge pot in the shade black, and we're going to start at the outer corner, but we're just going to put this on, and I'm kind of trying to put it on a little thin, but I am going to smudge it, so I'm not super worried about getting down to every little edge. And I'm just going to put a little underneath the bottom lash line as well. And I'm going to go ahead and smudge this one before I move forward, because I don't think this is waterproof, but I think it's going to dry down pretty quick, and then I won't be able to smudge it probably. Alright guys, this is my finished 1920s look. If you are looking for the tutorial on the lips, probably don't follow mine because that was definitely the hardest part for me. I'm sure there are a lot better ones out there, but basically you want to underdraw the lips a little bit, focus on the Cupid's bow and make them a little bit shorter than they actually are. and a little bit smaller than they actually are. So that part was a little bit difficult for me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure you check out my lovely friends, Amy Lynn, Beauty Obsession, aka Sarah, Jessica Paris, MUA, and Nicole Ani K. So make sure you go check their channels out, guys. I'm going to link them in the description box down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you are not already. And make sure you ring that little bell down below, guys, so that you'll be notified when I post future content. I'll see you guys in the next video or the next decade. Thanks for watching. Bye.